Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video on my channel, Makes Movies. If you are new to this channel, this is basically where I talk to you guys about my passion for movies. This goes from collections, hauls, reviews, and today's video, so let's get into it. Okay, so I'm bringing back an old series that I keep starting and stopping, but with how motivated I feel this year, I think I'm going to finish it. And that is the Everyone's a Critic 52-week movie challenge. So every single week, possibly every Saturday, depending on what's going on, I will be posting the challenge from this book. Now, I'm going to be going in order. I've tried doing random before and it just didn't feel right. So we're going to go in order instead. So the very first one is a film that has won Best Picture. Now, I decided to go for a very modern one. In fact, it won last year. And that is Oppenheimer. Now, the reason why I picked this is because one of my friends on Instagram, Rehan, he wanted me to review this film. So, of course, part of this challenge. But also because I never got to see it in the cinema and I never understood the big hype behind the film because I will be completely honest, I've not really watched many war films. So it's sort of a new thing for me to get into. So yeah, so that's the reasons why I've gone for this one. So with this, I basically fill out this book and I'll answer the questions on this side for you because this side is just the details about the film. But yeah, so this was the 2024 Best Picture winner, I believe. And what it is Oppenheimer is all about the hydrogen bomb, the atomic bomb, all of that. And it's got many big actors in it. You've got Cillian Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., Emily Blunt. Literally, there's so many. Like Rami Malek. Honestly, just so many, too many to count. And it's one of those big budget films where it's a lot of big names were in this. Now, a lot of the actors won Oscars that year for it as well, for Best Actor, Best Actress, all that. So, with me, because obviously I've only seen it now, I'm not in the hype as it was. Because obviously we had the Barbenheimer, didn't we? So yeah, one of the things is, why did you choose this particular film? Give those reasons already. Would I recommend this film? Yes, I would. As much as, I will be completely honest here, I didn't fully love it like everyone else has. I still do give it an 8 out of 10. Reason being is because it's very well done. The cinematography is brilliant. I do love the whole watching from Cillian Murphy's character, Oppenheimer, just sort of like seeing him, and every time he thinks of something scientific, there's a flashback to like this black screen and the sparks, and it's showing the effects that he has in his mind, and I think that's amazing cinematography. This is directed by Christopher Nolan. Now, I will be completely honest, I think the only films of his I watched were the Batman films, so this was a very serious first film for me from his filmography. But I would recommend this film because it's just the cinematography and the direction alone, and especially the acting during the trial bits as well, because there's a trial that happens throughout this film. So it's sort of like flashbacks and forwards between events. So that's quite nice to see. Florence Pugh, I didn't realise she was in this film. So like I said, a lot of big names in this that I do enjoy watching. But yeah, definitely watch this film if you want to watch something really great about cinematography. Or if you like war films, this is one I'd recommend. I mean, I know a lot of people gave it like 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10, something like that. For me, I'm going 8 out of 10 to say it is my first start to war films. So we'll see. Maybe if I watch it again in the future, it will be more. But for that, I would say yes, I'd recommend it. Which character were you most able to identify with or connect with in what way? Now, I will be completely honest, I didn't really connect with anyone, but whether that's because it's all to do with scientists and the war and things like that, I don't think I connected to any of the characters, but maybe it might be one of those things that if I rewatch it in the future, maybe I will eventually. Because I think sometimes in most films you do find someone that you connect with. But for me, I didn't, if I'm going to be completely honest. Best line or memorable quote. Now, I can't say what the best line or memorable quote is because it's such a long film, it's hard to pick one. So I won't say it on here. I'll probably skip through the script or the trailer and find something that I like. But I think because this is a first time watch and I weren't fully enamoured with it, I think that's why I don't have a quote for it. Were you surprised by the ending? What would you do differently? Now, I didn't know how this was all going to end. I will be completely honest, that part of history I've not really looked into. We did do it briefly in high school, but it's not one that I've stuck to. I mean, for me, I love Egypt and medieval times. That's the part of history I enjoy. So I was surprised by the ending because I was not expecting certain things to happen. That shocked me, not gonna lie. But I wouldn't do anything differently because I think with how it was done, I think it was amazing. And I love how they had this little hint of Cillian Murphy's character talking to Albert Einstein and you don't know what he said at a certain time. And that's just played throughout the film in little bits here and there. But I think it was very well done. I liked the ending. It was, like I said, it shocked me. It did surprise me. And as I say, I wasn't expecting, like, to be surprised by this film. And that's another thing I will say. That's another reason why I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Is because I love the surprises in this film. There were certain things I did not expect to happen. Or certain things being done a certain way. So that did surprise me. Have you watched any of the other Best Picture nominees from this year this film was released? I think Barbie was one of them, because I think Barbie and Oppenheimer were a thing. I can't remember the other nominees for that year, so I'll have to have a look, and maybe in a future video, maybe in like tomorrow's video, I'll say, because I'm trying to think of the other big films that come out that year. I can't really think. And the last question in here is, do you feel this film deserved the award? I do, because to be honest, probably looking back at all the nominees, I love Barbie, do not get me wrong, I had a good time with that, but with how this story was dealt with, and how serious they took it, and how unique Christopher Nolan filmed this film, I feel like it definitely deserved it. As much as I wasn't in for all the hype of that, maybe it's because I'm not because I get paranoid and things like that, and I get sort of like over worried and things, so maybe that's why I'm not fully connected with it, but I still think it is worthy of Best Picture. Christopher Nolan did so well from, say, the cinematography, the setting, the whole black and white change to colour situation. I love that. I love the fact that during the serious courtroom scenes for Robert Downey Jr., it was black and white. And then when we go back to Cillian Murphy and his past, it's all in colour. So I love that. And like I said, I love the little edits here and there. And there's especially one scene with Oppenheimer where he's starting to think about what he's done. And there's so many flashes between the crowd and him. So unique. I love that. So Christopher Nolan, well done on this film. Yeah. But I'd say, for me, I'm going to have to go 8 out of 10. Maybe 8.5 out of 10. You know what? Sorry, yeah, 8.5 out of 10. I did enjoy it. But for me, I tend to go for what would I rewatch more and things like that. This one, I probably would watch again just to, now that I've seen it, be like, maybe give it another watch. But for me, I'm going to say my final score, 8.5 out of 10. So yeah, that is my first one of this. I've done the video in a completely different way to what I normally do. So I do apologise. Let me just trial run it. I'll get used to it as the weeks go on. But the next one is a movie classic. So I've got to try and pick a classic film. I tried to, when I do this series, pick films I have not seen. So if there's any movie classics you'd recommend, let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then do give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button and also notification bell down below to be notified when I post. And leave me your comments and thoughts on this 52-week movie challenge. Have you done this? Let me know. This is going to be like my 3rd or 4th time attempting this. But I'm going to guarantee to get it done this year. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you guys next time.